Previously on Feed the Beast.
Hey, Wax, can I have a bit of help here? I can't fucking crack this door.
Bro, yeah, I got you. Sprocket.
Yes.
Break. Goggles go down. Deck swings around from the back.
And he slips onto your floor and he goes, "Hey! You are good, but you're not as good as your dad. Are you running with his deck?" Hits a button on his deck. Kabuki masked version of Rach Bartmoss himself.
Holy shit.
Tell you what, drop me on CityNet, put me on the public server, and I'll do the rest.
Sounds like a deal.
While he loads himself onto your deck. It is a deeply unpleasant, highly advanced genetic research lab and cold storage system.
Just give me a little bit more time and I can get the juices flowing in this bad boy and we can figure out what we're working with.
Come out with your hands up.
Can you tell him to fuck off?
Our friend tells you to fuck off.
You hear... And now, Spitfire is getting to work trying to bring power back online to the seed vault so that you can extract those seeds and get the fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. Initiative. The people responding are Sachiko, she's 31 years old, and Errol Yalman. He's Turkish descent, he's 25.
16.
16.
Nice.
11.
Kind of nice.
Sprocket. You hear the pin being popped from a grenade. What do you do?
Well, I was going to throw my own grenade.
Cool, totally do it.
it.
You're going to use your underbarrel on your shotgun?
Yep, I'm going to use my flashbang.
The way grenades work are you use your heavy weapons skill along with the grenade launcher range table here, and you designate a 2x2 square, which is going to be, I'm guessing, in between the two people trying to kill you.
Yes.
If you miss, I decide where it actually goes. You rack a grenade into the tube and...
That's a nice one. That is a nice one.
22.
That's going to hit.
Yep.
So, with a satisfying arcs through the corridor, trailing a wisp of smoke before detonating with a deafening blast and a flash of light. They have to pass DV 15 checks. Fail.
Hell yeah.
They're down.
They are both damaged eye and damaged ear. Damaged eye, -2 accuracy.
Great for someone about to throw a grenade.
Yep, and the damaged ear means if they move more than 4 meters, they can't move next round. They just kind of have to get their bearings after they move. Sasaki was also taking the pin out of flashbang, and she is covering her eyes and tries to lob it down the hallway.
Oh, no. I mean, oh, yes.
What if we all just flashbang each other?
Spitfire looks back to see you all fumbling around. Well, okay.
Yeah, she can't anywhere near make that. She tries to fling it while covering her eyes, and it basically bounces down the corridor rather than flying in a clean arc.
Nice.
And the two of you can easily duck behind your cover before it goes off in the corridor and shatters the wall, the glass wall of one of the labs, leaving shards of glass everywhere. Errol, despite the effects of the flashbang grenade, moves up to the lab on his right and gets behind the cover there. He moves up one range band into the 13 to 25, and he takes a single shot at you with his SMG. A crit fail, he is just unable to get a good bead because his eyes are watering. They're full of like an after image that's slowly fading, and he basically just points his SMG vaguely in your direction and just pulls the trigger. Nothing happens.
Did they really only send
Just
2 people?
Give it up already.
Those were the two people in the patrol car.
That's their first response.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their first response.
Wax.
This will get hot later.
Yes.
I
won't be there.
am going to pull out my sword as well as my gun.
Yeah.
Because
cool.
Because cool. I'm going to move on up.
Great. Where are you going to take cover?
I'm going to take cover in the previous firefight where Sprocket was before. So we're behind that. We're behind the double doors, the big seed doors.
Yeah. Like a concrete. There was like a concrete pillar. Yeah.
So I'm going to move up to that.
Yeah. So that's slightly less cover. It's 15.
That's all right.
Concrete shatters pretty easily when hit with bullets. Who are you going to fire at?
The closest target. which is
Errol, right?
Errol, yeah. Errol's behind a lab bench with 25 cover, but he's only in the 13 to 25 meter band now.
That's probably going to hit. That will hit.
Yep.
That will do 13 points of damage. The cover that he's under will soak a majority of that. And then the second shot will ring out and will also hit, dealing less. It will deal 5 points of damage. So 23 in total.
You saunter, I suppose, up to the next piece of cover, unloading your pistol.
It's more of a ducking run.
But your aim is steady and true.
Yeah.
And starts putting holes in the lab bench that he's behind. These guys didn't expect you guys to be quite so serious and skilled. Let's have another initiative, please.
Yeah, they clearly weren't expecting us to be armed and shit because they came in with flashbangs.
They're security.
Yeah.
For a place that's going to be stripped out.
Yeah.
It also makes you wonder, like, how often are they dealing with, like, booster gangs or whatever, trying to be idiots and getting into their...
That's more of, like, it's more people who are not sophisticated, like you guys, who have a plan.
Yeah.
Sprocket.
15.
Wax.
15.
Ooh, roll off, please.
10.
Also 10.
Roll off, please.
7.
4.
Okay, so...
next episode on Feed the Beast, the roll-off continues.
5. 8.
Wax, you're at the top of the initiative order this round.
Sweet. I am going to move up to the most close lab room to get into the cover. The one that I was previously hiding in, I think it was.
Yeah, so that's been half damage. It's been damaged down to about 15. It's had a full spray of automatic SMG fire into it. Yep.
That's cool. And I'm going to be same target, taking shots.
Sure. You are now definitely in the 7 to 12. You're firing lab to lab, essentially.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Next round, I can get in melee with him.
15 to beat at this range.
Yep, that'll hit. That is 9 points of damage.
So his cover is basically shredded. There's not enough of the lab bench to really hide behind. His armor soaks the rest.
Right. And the second shot. That is, again, a hit.
Great.
Dealing 10 points.
That pierces his Kevlar, blading it down to 6. So he takes 3. Bang, the first one blows a hole. And the second one catches him in the Kevlar, bruising his shoulder. Fuck! Sprocket.
So I probably want to move down.
What is your move?
My move is 7.
So you can move 14 meters. You can get within the 7 to 12 meter band of Errol.
So I'm going to grab my shotgun, running low to the ground, kind of slide in next to Wax. Hey, Wax! And pop over the top and fire around into, Errol.
Yeah, and through what's left of his rapidly disintegrating cover.
Fire through, Errol.
16.
Yeah, hits. Just.
9.
That's pretty crap.
Yep.
So his flak takes 6 of it.
Keep your dice away from my dice.
So what's left of the disintegrating bench that he's behind does slow down the slug slightly, even though it does hit him and break another piece of his Kevlar plating in his armor. But he is still fighting fit. It's his turn. He, unfortunately, can't move because he moved to this cover using his 4 meters and he is still dizzy and stunned. What he tries to do instead is auto fire at Wax. 15.
Ooh, defender wins.
Yeah, the SMG's auto fire at that range is actually a 17, so he's missed by 2. It's not far off. The -2 is really hurting him. 10 bullets go spraying wildly through the lab around your head. A lot of fire has gone into this lab, and really, there's not much valuable equipment really left in it at all. Next up is Sasaki. Get the fuck out of there! What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, Errol, listen to your friend, damn!
They don't seem to be trained very well, which is good for us.
Renacop.
Yeah.
Sasaki is going to continue taking single shots at Wax again.
They just hate you.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
You're the flashy...
Yeah.
You both kind of stand out a bit, actually.
It's only because she's tall
So
She's weird.
and has a rat on her.
Yeah.
And seems to be like both pleasant and also trying to kill them.
So, still slightly blinded. That hits. The normal SMG is a 2d6. 5 damage to the cover that you're both behind. More bullets thudding in around you. Initiative. Spitfire, you're just working away. And
it's only been, like 15 seconds?
Yeah.
I think he just thinks to himself, if they could just keep it down a little bit.
10 for Sprocket.
Wax.
Do 10s explode on initiative?
I just did with Sasuke, so yeah.
27.
Fucking hell.
She thought she was fast.
She was not. She was not Wax.
Like wax
Gonna
on a
kill you.
board.
Once again,
Wax
Wax.
on, fuck off.
You're first.
Pistol out, jumping the barricade, jumping the cover, jumping into his cover,
Stabby,
basically.
Yeah, what's
not
nothing left of it,
not
really.
to stabby, but to shooty shoot.
Oh, shooty.
Are you
Yeah.
walking into the 06 range?
I am.
The walls between the labs used to be glass.
Yeah.
They just crunch underfoot as you implacably walk forward or duck forward, weave forward.
I think for badassness, it's like
Badassery.
slow-mo stride forward.
Yeah.
You know,
Because he's like ducking under all this fire, his cover's disintegrating, he's in way over his head.
kimono jacket, flying behind you, backwards, sword in one hand, pistol in another.
Rabid stored on your deck.
There's glass and electric.
Beautiful.
I'm calling it. This is going to be the very first Cyberpunk Red meat death.
Yes, fire away.
Right now.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to hit at this range.
Crit damage.
Crit damage. Oh, okay. So
Shatter his spleen.
I was really hoping maybe these guys would just fuck off.
Destiny got out. They're not so lucky.
he already takes 5 from whatever injury he takes. Let's do the crit injury first because they're fun.
Yeah.
I'm also picturing Errol as Kevin James. That's who I have in my...
Why?
I think I've just got Paul Blart in my head.
Didn't you say he was
He's Turkish.
Turkish.
Turkish?
Turkish
His name is
Kevin
Yalman.
James.
A Turkish
Sorry,
Kevin
Phil.
James.
What was his name?
Oh.
Guys.
That's a 10 spinal damage.
Oh.
So the bullet pierces his Kevlar and nicks his spine on the way out. Bounces off one of his vertebrae on the way through. He cannot take an action next turn. His death save penalty is increased by 1. What's the actual damage of the hit?
16.
Holy shit. That's not all of his hit points. But Jesus Christ, he ain't feeling good.
I'd hope not.
Next shot.
I'm not going to put it through him. Can I kick the gun out of his hand?
That's a -8, isn't it, to disarm?
There's a -8 disarm. Yeah. So you make a melee attack, and it's an aimed strike,
which
at
can be used
-8.
to disarm whatever someone has in their hand.
Yeah,
You know
and you
what?
can do it with a ranged as well.
Yes. I'll be fine. I'm not going to shoot him again. I think he's probably going to bleed out.
He can't shoot you next round.
Yeah, that's
anyway.
right.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot his compatriot down the corridor.
You are going to end this round out of cover. Just FYI, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. She's in the 7 to 12.
That's a hit and does very little damage. Does 4 points of damage.
Yeah, so it just pings a bit of concrete off. Sasuke quickly touches her earpiece and says, "Biotechnical response team, inbound on Lab 35 now, please, now!" And raises her SMG and fires a full auto burst in your direction.
Cool. So I am going to dodge.
Which you can do because you have a reflex of 8.
8.
I have a reflex of 8. That's right. So my hope is to make it harder for my enemy to hit me. I'm actually at a 50-50 chance of making this worse or better.
All right. But what is it?
50-50 chance.
No.
Very.
It is.
It's a chance.
Is it cool?
Yes.
Oh.
Is it fucking dope?
It's fucking cool. Because I'm in a long coat with a gun and a sword,
yeah.
and I'm dodging bullets.
And that actually statistically raises it from 50-50 to 80-50 just by the nature of it being cool.
That's right.
She gets a 14.
I rolled a 15.
Cool. So
yes.
So I made it worse,
Yes,
but cooler.
but cooler, yes. The line of automatic fire flicks inches, centimeters past the edge of your coat as you whip around and away from the spray of fire.
There's a moment where Wax thinks he's anticipating which way to go, and it's not the right way. So there's the oh no, going the other way. That double take.
I meant to do that.
Yeah, that's right. It still looks cool though.
still, yeah. It
I think
would
the
look cool
coat,
because
the coat makes the,
The
half
coat
of it.
makes it cool. The snow, the yellow and black snow pants make it cool.
And also, like, a fake out is still kind of like a cool move.
Yeah.
And the fact that all the bullets magically go flying past you. It's sick. It's
Yeah.
fucking sick.
Speaking of sick, Sprocket.
Hey.
Yeah,
speaking of
what
sick,
What are you
What are
talking
you
about?
implying
speaking
here?
of sick, Errol on the ground.
I would like to probably move closer to... Yeah, as close as I can to the active shooter.
So moving into the 7 to 12 band,
Mm-hmm.
again, there's no cover at this range, so the two of you can do a cool stand in the corridor side by side, just unloading rounds.
Yeah, I would like to kind of just keep getting as close and close until I can, like, sledgehammer this bitch.
Yeah, you basically confidently come down the corridor at her, blast the shit out of her friend,
And then just start walking towards her.
unloading into her cover, dodging her bullets.
Dodging her bullets.
Yeah.
That's a 19.
Hits. 5d6
It's
against...
terrifying.
Yeah, it is. And she's screaming for backup.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Oh, there are 6s. What happens now?
She's gonna suffer a injury.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's a double 1.
Oh.
What that means.
You blew her arm off.
Oh, no!
That makes sense.
Yeah.
If she's
Your
hiding
shotgun slug,
Yeah,
she's trying to lean out, fire sprays,
and that's going to be the only thing
bullets.
out of cover.
We get her gun arm.
clutching what's left of her arm, which is it's not like completely flies off, but it hangs limply as
Oh,
all the
Jesus.
bone and muscle are basically destroyed, rendering their arm useless.
Just so you know, I had friend in the circus who also had no arm, so not everything is lost for you. I don't think she's quite seeing the positives of this wax.
Hey, can you give me the total damage that
It
was
was
done?
20.
That puts her like lightly wounded, apparently, but she's not fighting anymore. Fuck that shit.
She's not got an arm.
Neither her or Errol want to fight. Errol is lying on the ground. He struggles to his feet and starts to basically ignore you guys and like crawl for the main entrance. Sasaki tries to help him. She's like, "Fuck no! Don't kill me! I got kids. Oh, fuck!
I feel like
Fuck.
we've made point.
We'll get out of We'll get out of here."
Are you able to send message? You don't need backup?
She can't hear you.
Yeah.
Feck.
She's too.
I'm going to
like, disoriented.
step over to her.
Yeah, they stop in front of her. She's like, "Fuck no, please."
I'm just going to take the earpiece out and put it up to my ear. And if she starts crawling away, I let her.
They are 30 minutes away.
We got half an hour, boys and girls. That's our time frame.
Give me about 5-10 minutes, I'll be in, and then we just gotta work quick, smart, providing everything is all on easy from there, which it most likely won't be. So, long story short, we'll be cutting this very fine. Or we blow our way out again.
We're good at that.
You work for the next 9.5 minutes and slowly but surely bring power online in a safe way. As you do so, the humming and hissing sounds of the machinery spools up, intensify. The ring that normally sits idle around the bottom starts to rotate slightly, calibrate, make sure it's all set and ready to travel up and down the cylinder to interact with the canisters. And that's also, you get in the handle of the controls. Looking at the next tech document, you have to activate the temperature controls and bring the coolant system safely online. This is a DV15 electronics check and will take another 10 minutes.
I've grabbed an SMG.
Fantastic. Yeah. So, do you guys want to wait in the lab? Do you
Well,
want to take positions on the roof?
Spitfire had a question. You go
Yes.
first, sorry.
I was going to wonder, this might be good for team discussion, should Sprocket go and get the car?
That's what I was going to ask.
Because-
Is, can the car come in if there's not an entrance? Can you make one?
The front of the building is a rather attractive glass facade into the main entrance. You could back your Jeep through those glass windows.
Yeah.
No problem.
I think she would, because you said we've got 30 minutes. You've said that you're going to be another 10 at least.
Yep.
Well, until there's more things to shoot at, I think I should get car ready and bring it closer. Otherwise, we're going to have to bring all this stuff and, get it to the car, which is inconvenient.
Sprocket, I don't think I saw a door big enough to fit a car through.
I saw some glass.
That works too. Look, I'm just having a look here. It looks like that I need to work on the coolant system now, and that's probably going to take another 10 minutes. So, yeah, if you don't mind bringing it along, it'll make the last part a bit easier.
Roll your concentration for me. It's for feats of recall.
Yeah.
No, sorry, will.
Willpower, yeah. It's your ability to keep using your brain under stress.
Yeah, 14.
Don't forget about the air drone. Wasn't switched off.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
It works automatically. All Destiny had to do was press a button on her way out. Air drone now patrolling outside, so watch out.
Wax, is that something you can take care of?
Yeah.
Would be nice to not be shot at, but, things not ideal
Take out the
always.
drone, bring the car in, we get in and out, and I'll be done with this before the people arrive.
Let me go out first. I'm going to hit up that drone, bring it under control, and when I'm done, then you can go get the car. Won't take more than a minute, tops.
Okay.
I'm going to head out. I'm going to move as quick as I fucking can.
Give me a stealth check.
And while he's done that, I rolled a 20 on my check to do the next part of the tech.
Perfect. I don't know if you would have bothered to inform them, but if you'd fucked that up, you probably would have flooded the room with some caustic
With the
gas.
majority of these, I think he goes, the less they know, the better.
With some
I'll
deadly...
let him know if I fuck up. Maybe.
Good call.
I
be dead
16 stealth out the building.
You manage to sneak over. You hear the drone on the south side of the building.
Okay.
With a quick glance, you can see its searchlight sweeping as it patrols the perimeter. So, it is on its way round. You have 2 rounds before it makes it over to your side of the building and spots you.
Cool. I can do that. I have enough actions.
I'm sure you can.
Yep.
I love the confidence,
hold on.
Chris.
No, I don't. Shit. I know what's in there. Fuck.
So, you know that there's a couple of passwords and an ASP in between you and the control node.
I also know that there is a hellhound further down.
Yeah, but you know it's not further down than the control node.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was on the second, second floor, wasn't it?
You've had a look at that whole architecture.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's jack in and fucking do this thing.
Okay, first round. Jack in, 1 action. You land on a DV8 password. It's re-scrambled itself.
Yeah. I am cracking it.
Go.
Fuck. No, I'm not.
Backdoor of...
7.
No. You're underestimating the security system over and over again.
I go for again.
Go for it.
That's through.
So, yeah, you're through.
I'm literally holding my breath.
Oh, you got us good, Chris.
You slip down to level 2.
Great.
Password, DV6.
Yep. Here we go again. I mean, this is my second round.
Yep.
That's me through.
Yes.
That's
Yep,
11.
that's 1.
Sliding down,
So you slip down, there's an ASP. It gets an 8 on its speed.
I get a 22. I explode on a 10.
Oh, yeah.
Adrenaline is going through your body and your fingers on your deck as you just fly through. As you do, you hear a from Bartmoss.
I hate him so much.
Do you say that?
This was my space, and he's come into my space. It's so gross.
You slip past the ASP, but it follows you down into floor 4, the control node for the camera feeds. Do you want to keep going?
I mean, yeah, I have to.
Next down is a password DV8.
I'm cracking it. That's through.
You dip down 1 more. Level 6, control node DV8. There's an imp controlling the drone.
Fuck this imp.
Fuck it good.
The imp is a glowing ball of light with 2 little horns.
Oh.
And it's at the virtual controls.
I do not have to destroy the imp to wrestle control over.
If the imp is there controlling the node, you must destroy it before you can control the node. Are you covering him?
That's what I was going to ask.
I imagine we would have
Well,
gone
you would have to know
together.
when he's finished before
so
you
that
can...
I can go. Yeah.
So are you, you're kind of by the door watching?
Yeah, I'm still in cover. I
Give
would
me a perception check.
11.
go.
Yeah, you don't hear the drone. You just hear the whirring of it. You can't really tell where it is, and you don't know how close it is. You can be inside the hut, by the way, which will give you some cover.
Of course, yeah. That's where I presumed I kind of was.
It's thin concrete. Yeah.
Because Destiny's no longer in there. She fucked off.
No, she's gone home.
All right, so my 1 action is the only action I have, which is to kill this imp. To next turn, wrestle control.
Yes. So you're going
So I am-
to use a sword or a banhammer on it
I'm
or
using
something?
a banhammer.
Yes.
Hey,
No.
if you want. Okay.
Hey, no.
I could. Really easy, you know?
I activate my banhammer.
It defends with its interface of 3. It gets an 11.
I get a 13.
Nice.
You hit the imp.
And I do
He's blazing
3d6.
through.
Fairly certain that imps have about 15 res. And off 3d6, that means I need to roll 5s and up on all dice.
That's, yeah.
15 damage.
The imp crackles a little bit, and then
I'm going to quietly mutter. I can see why you're a fan of me.
Got tickets on yourself, kid. You know I could fry your brain anytime that you're jacked into your deck, right?
Yeah.
Just checking. Hey,
You know,
you might want to hit the off button on the drone, eh?
Nah, I like this. This is fun. Hang 10, buddy. This is living on the edge.
You ain't seen the edge.
Show me.
We'll get there. Maybe deal with what's coming first.
Wax is a fucking psycho.
Yeah,
he is terrified out of his brain 1 minute and is like, nah, fuck this. I'm the best.
I'm gonna fucking diss this rabid.
He wants to blow my brains out? Fucking, he should
Go
have
on
done it
then.
already.
Go on then.
He wouldn't have
Freaking
spent 15
dare you.
minutes installing himself.
He still thinks
Bring it the fuck on.
He thinks that you're useful, right? So sassing him, like, that doesn't change the equation.
Nah.
So I'm down for it. I think that's ballsy, and I love it.
Wax, just
Fucking love it.
go hard, go home.
So
Fly high.
so without the
imp.
it defaults to its normal programming, and it comes back to its charging station and just
right.
lands gently on the roof. Yeah.
Which Wax knew.
That's so. Just to clarify for people, an automated defense like a turret doesn't require an imp to keep activating. It will just follow its programming. Active defenses like those ball drones and stuff, they need someone on them, like a netrunner or an imp. You could now use the manual controls, or you could use the control node and have it for yourself.
I'm going to do that.
Yep.
I'm going to
Now we
use
gotta-
the control node.
Drone.
What you can do once a defense like this is not being controlled, you can counter it, which means you do a security check. It takes you some amount of time, depending on the defense. And then, instead of having to be in the net to control it, you can control it from your agent instead.
Fuck yes.
Much safer.
You still have to be within range of it, but you can just have it controlled on your agent while you're still firing. And
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
So
if
it's really
another
good.
net runner jumped into a system, you're not there.
You're not there.
Fucking
You're outside.
rad.
Yeah.
How big is this drone? Can you describe it for me?
So it's a mini air drone. I'd say it's about 1 meter across, carbon fiber, sleek black machine with 4 rotors, 1 on each corner.
Yep.
It is highly agile and surprisingly quiet.
Those are the qualities that I wanted to hear. Do I need to roll a pilot to control it?
When a netrunner controls a active defense,
Yes.
they fire its weapon as if they were using their own hands,
Great.
using their own skills.
This
it's like you're
is
in it.
the same as if I were to pilot this drone and make it do flips and shit, which is what I was going to do. It would be a flying test.
I mean,
Sort of, yeah.
yeah,
I'm not going to do that then.
yeah, I guess.
I was going to go out and have like the drone go out to Sprocket and be like, check this out.
Anything for the lols.
That's also why I asked how big it was, so that I could give her a lift to the van if it was like a big drone.
She's
yeah,
a
no,
big
no.
girl.
Yeah.
It's a mini air drone.
I
I'll
mean,
stick my head out to
Vlad
Sprocket
could
and be
catch
like,
a ride.
I'll stick my head out and give the thumbs up to Sprocket.
Thank you. All right, I'll go get car.
I gotta say, if Spitfire had like heard laughter and then looked to see a drone playing with Sprocket, it'd be like, there are people coming in 20 minutes.
Or like tiny, like you hear the droning of a drone, and then you just see like little Vlad.
Fuck.
You hear a little.
Dun 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 dun.
I'm sure everything's fine.
A Jeep smashing through the windows, and the crash reverberates down the corridor to where you are. I'm not going to make you do a driving check. You're literally reversing a car
Yeah.
into into the reception area.
Yeah, I also have like good driving
Yeah.
stats. So
I'm not.
like,
It's not interesting for you to fuck this up, like, and I don't see how you could.
Wax is going to make his way from the security office. Can the drone just follow me?
To counter a mini air drone is a DV-17 electronics check and takes you 5 minutes.
Cool. Pass.
You pass it in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. I rolled a 19.
fuck
Pretty
is good.
fucking slick.
Nice.
I kind of wanted
Yeah.
it to follow me like a dog.
Yeah, it just sort of, it's about 20 meters above you.
Yeah,
And
that's
it
cool.
just kind of hovers around above
Yeah,
you as
that's
you
cool.
walk back to the building.
Yeah. Great.
It just holds position.
Yeah.
Coolant system online. You can now safely thaw the canisters one by one. Each one is a DV15 electronics check, and will take you 5 minutes. Each canister takes 5 minutes to thaw.
And how much time do we have?
20 minutes left.
Right. Until someone comes to me, I'm going to just get a crack and get as many of these as I can.
The documentation tells you what kind of seeds are available.
Yeah, can you give me a bit of an insight into what the hell I'm actually looking at? What are these things?
Yeah, there are 6 different kinds of seeds in here on the manifest list that might be of interest. We've got some high-yield potatoes, good for eating, biotoxin nightshade. Probably not that useful
Okay,
to
can you
us.
give me from the most useful to the least useful?
Oh, sure. Antibiotic soy, resistant corn are the most. Then there's high-yield rice and chew-2 wheat and biotoxin nightshade. That's pretty nasty. I don't think you need that one unless you're desperate to cause nerve damage to people.
All right, Avid, you know what? Let's just leave that low on the list. We don't have much time. Can you put a timer up on my screen here? So I've got 20 minutes. I want to know.
Of course, darling. Here it is. 20 minutes. Get cracking.
All right, let's start from the top and work our way down. What was that first one you said?
High-yield potatoes.
No, the next one.
Antibiotic soy.
Let me go for that one. Thank you.
Did Avon become a Southern Belle?
I guess so.
I thought she became the nanny.
Oh,
Mr. Sheffield.
Are you still okay with how I'm playing her?
Oh, look, he'll probably check her out later and see why she's malfunctioning the way she is.
Everyone
she's-
loves Fran Drescher.
She's just like, she's experimenting a bit.
Yeah.
She's adapting. She's trying to see what you like.
she's seeing what I
how you respond.
This
Yeah.
is a high stress moment.
checking my heart rate, be like, how's he doing with this?
Change is important in those
So
times.
give me your first canister check.
22.
The ring spins up, gets to work over 5 minutes thawing a canister, and then pulls it out and brings it down to you, where it comes out on a lovely little tray. They're quite small. All they hold is seeds. They're just these little canisters about, the size of a soda can.
He chucks one in his jacket pocket just for now.
Yep.
Just so he can keep that there, and he goes on to the next one, which is the resistant.
Good work, Spitfire. Keep on going. Next, we've got some resistant corn.
All right.
Resistant to diseases, insects. Not that there's many insects around these days.
Hey, Avid,
Yeah,
what's the time?
we have 15 minutes.
Cool. You keep an eye on that time for me. Thank you.
I will.
That is 22 again.
That's another canister into the collection tray.
Next on the list is high-yield potatoes.
Is there any way that agent to agent I can get a feed in so I can hear?
You guys agents can call each other. Yeah, of course.
Just give me a call,
I'll just
man.
be like,
Yeah.
Hey, Avid, can you just liaison with Wax there and see if I can get a direct feed on that earpiece just so I can have that at my disposal as well?
Hey, honey. Spitfire's just wondering how you guys are doing out there.
Pretty good.
They say they're doing just fine. No problems.
Avid, I don't want to chat with Wax. I want the feed from the earpiece that he got.
Recalibrating. Patching you through.
I'm so stressed.
She's like one of those, 50s phone operators, like the women
Patching
in the little
you through.
boxes. Yeah, connecting you.
I also think that it's clear that she's she's taxed because he's under stress. She's wired in.
Get ready to breach and clear. We are 10 minutes out, folks. Breach and clear. We have armed hostiles.
Fuck. All right, potatoes next. 18.
Yeah, that's enough. Yeah. You got 5 minutes until they arrive.
Can you run those last few by me that I haven't grabbed yet? So I've got the potato, I've got the antibiotic, and I've got
Soy.
the soy.
Antibiotic, soy. We got the potatoes and the corn. Please try and keep track. I can't do everything for you, darling.
Thank you, Avid. You're a gem. Can you please reiterate the last few?
Biotoxin nightshade, chew-2 producing wheat, and high-yield rice. The rice is good eating, but it's hard to grow without that much clean water.
And the chew-2?
Well, if you can grow whole fields of wheat, sure, you can process it into chew-2, but probably more value on the market than actually feeding people.
All right, let's go to the chew-2. How much time do I have? 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Yeah, we can do that.
DV15.
Nailed it. 23.
We are on site.
I can do it.
You pull the last canister. It pops out. You stash it in your coat, your bag, whatever you have available.
Sprocket, where are you?
I'm in the atrium. I've been here for ages.
A black SUV screeches to a halt. 4 serious-looking guys burst out in armor jack as you climb into the car, Wax, and
He's going to
Spitfire.
make a dash. He's going to arm the crossbow, have the canisters inside his jacket.
Wex, open the door for him.
You hit the accelerator.
He
Yeah.
slides in Dukes of Hazzard style.
Give me a drive check.
All right.
Ooh, baby.
It's the first time I've done this. 20 bitches.
So there's a squeal of tires, gunfire from the SMGs and assault rifles as you screech into the car park, over through the ornamental garden, back onto the main road, and you are gone before they can get back in their car and pursue you. You just perfect control
As
of
it's
that
like
vehicle.
you're tearing through all these like shrubberies and things like that. She's got like one hand on the wheel and she's turning back to the back seat to be like, "Oh my goodness, did you see what
Watch
Rex
the road,
did?"
watch the road, watch the road!
It was like crazy in there, man.
And you wonder why James hates people driving.
But she's fucking good.
Hey, Wax,
What's up?
honey,
Yeah.
are you ready for that message now?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Hey, kid. This better be you. You better not have lost my old deck. Anyway, you're only seeing this because you had to go poking around in the old net and you ran into one of Bart Moss's pocket psychos. And you're probably only alive because of the prototype I stashed on your deck. Don't say I never did anything for you, kid. Don't be stupid. I didn't raise you stupid. You can't go messing around in there. Those things are evil, like actual biblical evil. They'll roast every last nerve in your body one by one if they want to. Look, I get it. There's stuff in there locked away that could really help people. Help us fix the world these corporate fucks tore down for kicks. That's why I was working on the wings. Fuck. I sound like such a fucking hypocrite. I just signed on with Biotechnica. I know you're a big fan of that move. Kid, I wish I could have told you. I gotta look at some of the stuff they were trying to recover. They were sitting on this fucking agri-tech while we were eating kibble. They were squabbling over exclusivity rights with the arcologies when the data crash hit. Now everyone gets to starve. I'm not letting that happen again. Listen, I set up a safe house, a boat hole in the hot zone. If I get the goods, or more likely if I get burned, that's where I'll go. Maybe then I'll actually have the wings working. Then you and me can go save the world together. I always knew you wanted to fly, kid. Come find me. Oh, and good luck with the encryption. I might have got a bit carried away. But I couldn't bring myself to make it any easier. I'm sure you do fine. You're not a script kiddie anymore.
Message ends. Wax, I just received a heavily encrypted file onto my database. It's signed Daedalus.
What's the file name?
Dad's Data Fortress.
And that rings a bell because Dad used to tell you bedtime stories about the netrunners of old and how they would raid the data fortresses in the old net. And this is his little version of that. Roll to Cast Feed the Beast is a Baby Beard media production. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and all our podcasts are on Spreaker, Spotify, YouTube, and all good podcatchers. You can support us on Patreon at www.patreon.com/babybeard. Cyberpunk Red and all associated properties are trademark of our Talsorian Games, used with permission.